Hello, High Esoterica viewers. Today I will be doing a reading for the collective for the first 2 weeks of July 2025. And I'll be using the Tarot of Oppositions. So the energies for the collective for the first week. How does the first week of July begin? Oh, got a few cards. Okay. The middle of the week, maybe, for that first week of July. What is the energy of the collective? Oh, okay, that's a little too much. We need you to summarize in just a few cards. Oh, better. Thank you. And maybe for the ending of the week of that first week of July. And perfect. I will take that one as well. For the second week of July for the collective, how does that week begin? Just a few cards. Oh, okay, one. Oh. About the middle and ending of this second week of July for the collective. What is the energy? Anything for the rest of this second week of July? Oh. Okay. Okay, so this is the first week energies of July 2025 and the second week of July 2025. And as we go through this, I am really happy to be using the Tarot of Oppositions, and I will always include the definition and the meaning given by the author and the artist before I give my own interpretation of what I know these cards to mean for me and how I will channel that with any other information that comes through. I love these cards because they so easily show both the positive, negative, the upright and reversed meanings of each of these cards. So here we go, starting with the first day of July, and we have the Eight of Swords. And right now it is coming in with this energy of positivity and knowing what the potential energies are for every day. As you go through these first 2 weeks of July, you can tap into the more positive of the energies. And if you get caught in something that's like negative, the negative interpretation, then you know that you can find your way to the positivity just by making a new decision. We make thousands of decisions every moment, every day, and tapping into the powerful energies that are around all of us, we can create the best outcome in any situation. Let's all try to be conscious creators and not allow our world, our reality to be just set on default mode, because every decision we make allows us to choose a better version, a better outcome. So I like that we're starting off positive with the Eight of Swords. It says, "The moment calls for you to remove yourself from the bad situation in which you are caught. Do not rely on help from others. No one else can loosen the ties with the past that limit you. It is time to make your escape. Breaking of friendships and other relationships is likely. Do not suffer them. Just let them go." If you have influences from the negative side of this card, it would be, are you a prisoner of your own mind? Be honest and try to understand if the causes of your pain are inside you. Come out of the darkness of sadness and fear. Seek the guidance you know to look within. Make painful decisions and grow. We ended June's energy with the Tower card. So I find it really interesting that it's appeared here. So we're still, I think, carrying some of that energy that we're working through in June, and first day of July coming in strong with being free. Now, whatever was holding us back that the universe had to take away, those old foundations, is now coming in with, we are free from the old thoughts, the old fears, and we are able to move forward in our life. So that I love. It's 7 cards, so I'm not sure how it's going to be, if it's going to be each day is like this, because energy can come in early, it can come in late. So just be aware of that as we're going through it. This second card that we have for the first week of July is Temperance, and she's a Major Arcana card. Major Arcana cards carry an overarching theme, so they're going to have a more powerful energy for the collective and for each of us in our lives. Temperance. Improvement of body, mind, and psyche requires a balance of virtues, rightness, compassion, commitment, moderation in all capacities. Harmony is found through mastery of passions, expanding the self into oneness with others. Increase in spirituality and faith will be favored. Okay, so that is the meaning of temperance. In positive mode, your ability will be entrusted with an important task that will require responsibility and commitment. You will need to wisely and measuredly balance your strengths and engage in meticulous and healing actions. You have the power to improve any situation, but you should only do so with pure motivations. In the negative version of this energy, your awareness of happiness has been dulled and your sense of self diminished. Are you free to act and think as you wish? It is time to awaken to what limits you and discern what is out of balance. Something that once filled your heart with joy has turned to dust and ashes. New physical and psychological arrangements are necessary. So I love that we are still in positivity mode with the Temperance card. It's just improvement all around, and our ability to be balanced, we're healing, we have the power to improve any situation. So hopefully we're all on this path. But if you are feeling the reverse of that, know that you can easily come around by stop observing so clearly the world as you see it just in front of you, because there's so much beauty and potential that can pour right out of you and heal the world. Temperance is a big healing card. So we all have this positivity within us, this light within us, and we can it's just a choice. It's just, making a decision to share your light with the world and stop observing the negativities of the world. So that energy is there for us. Moving on to the King of Wands. He is in the negative mode. You want a lot and may ask too much from yourself and those you are trying to convince. Thinking you know what's best to do doesn't necessarily make it right, ethical, or appropriate for others. Weigh your actions against the possible outcomes. Try to get what you want without forcing or hurting anyone. So the King of Wands here is reversed. And so more of that thinking of what you want to do, which might impact others negatively, just reassessing before you make any kind of decision. And tap instead to this energy of the positive King of Wands, which is you will be able to manage your kingdom with the right amount of strength, wisdom, and charisma. Take care how you choose your allies and be open to receive help and advice from those who will be subordinate to you. This period is auspicious for decisions. Express your power with an open hand and a clear mind without excesses. So you have this ability to be this very generous, loving, kind leader. Just be aware that there is a potential energy of someone not making the right decisions for the collective. And these could be people who are in charge of you or in charge of governments. We all are in charge of our own lives, and this is the energy that we can all take. But knowing what could potentially be happening on the larger scale of things, on the world stages, the public, you might be seeing different versions of these energies. And know that there is this positivity that is there. There's always this potential. So the more that we tap into this potential of the positive sides of every energy that's represented, we can influence by just being positive. That's how we all change the world. We create our reality that inspires others to be better. So I love that. Let's continue to the Chariot, another major arcana. These are big overarching themes that are happening on the world stage, so I'm not surprised. The Chariot. The driver of the chariot has noble intentions and travels roads that require boldness and strength. Vary your action by adapting, but do not give way to those who do not consider you skilled and capable. Maneuver between shadow and light. Conquer yourself before stepping on the victor's platform for all to see. At the moment, this card is in the reverse. We see that the driver is not even paying attention to what is happening. He's paying attention to spears that are flying all around him, not even holding the reins. We don't want to be that kind of driver. We want to take charge and be in charge in our own life. So the energy of the negative chariot is regret over past actions, hinder your ability to move forward with purpose. Clashes and fights could be caused by those who do not understand you, but more often they will be caused by your own impetuosity. Think before you act, quell your anger, and figure out who is really with you or against you. I can absolutely see that happening. On the bigger picture of the collective, a lot of chaos, a lot of people just focusing on small spears that are flying around, gossip maybe, or misinformation, but they're not guiding their own lives. But they have this potential. We all do, and this energy is here in positivity. Advance with speed and do not retreat in the face of life's difficulties, much less give in to doubts caused by your fears. Victory will be yours, but only after you know how to manage dynamism with measured intensity. You will easily win the confrontation with those who hinder you, and just as easily find alliances, friendships, and comrades who will make you even stronger. Oh, that's beautiful. So you and I and the rest of the collective, we have this powerful energy to charge forward with wisdom, with light, with freedom of the old negative thoughts and freedom from fear, and just move forward, charge forward with this positive energy of the chariot, which is there. But you might see, like I said, some negative things happening within the collective, and they also have the power to change and draw in this energy of the positivity. And the way that for all of us to create change is to be the change that we want to see. So let's all keep tapping into this positive side, and we will be stronger. Another major arcana, strength. It's probably what we do need to keep carrying on. Strength. True strength is not power over another. It is the courage to be vulnerable. Trust your own goodness and the goodness of others. Find the balance between give and take, expectation and acceptance, exertion and rest. Choose the virtuous, incorruptible path and walk it with pride. The negative version is upright. And we see the brutality of those without virtue may overwhelm you. Beware. You too may be trapped in the jaws of ego and bitten by desire. Restraining yourself before acting, thinking carefully, and doing little but doing it well are habits that will do you no harm. In the positive light, simplicity and purity are often the best ways to achieve any good result. This is the time to apply those primal forces. Success will come to you if you know how to express the right amount of energy and power without false modesty or pre-verification. Truly winning always involves personal growth. Whatever she's trying to do to open the jaws of this lion, why would you want to fight a lion? But the lion doesn't represent a lion. It's representing this power, this strength that you would have over a larger power, something that would be more powerful than you think it is. But really, we all have the strength to lead, the strength to be in control of maybe a situation that we feel is bigger than us. These are only representations, this beautiful lion of some situation that we might think is stronger than us. But when you tap into this positive energy of strength, you have the power to wield and control and help this lion. What if this lion, it needs help? And that looks like what she might be doing here on the reverse. Whereas the other one she's very timid looking, and she doesn't really know how to control this powerful beast. Behind her, she is in darkness, and her castle is in darkness, and over here everything's in light and it's beautiful, and this powerful situation is trusting her to help to control this great situation. Okay, let's continue with another major arcana card, the Hermit. And again, it came up with the reversed first. So again, we all know that we can tap into either side of it. The Hermit. Wisdom is the word that should guide you. There's a time to wait, rest, and heal. And there comes a time when you know you have stopped for too long. Solitude is required to build up physical and mental energy. Are you able to be your own guide? Wisdom will determine when it is time to seek other guidance. As we have the negative energy on top, let's read that. The old man you see next to you may not be a bad counselor or the reflection in the mirror. Leave the cave you have been in for too long. Test how much you have learned and understood. Your journey will begin again. Slowly, but with the knowledge of who has traveled far in the past and is now too tired. In the positive side of the Hermit, share your wisdom with those who ask for it. Let them seek you out. Your life's work is to gather knowledge, not to promote it for your own gain. Move slowly through the world with patient observation. Sometimes it is good to be alone, meditate, and strengthen yourself. Thus, you will be ready for what approaches. That's really interesting. These cards, these are all in line. This is 7, 8, and 9. So we're going, we have strength, or we don't. And the Hermit is saying either you have wisdom to share or you're not wise enough and you need to go get more life experience to know what to meditate on, maybe. And that is followed by the Two of Pentacles, upright, positive. To manage time, people, and economic resources well requires commitment and skill. Dynamism and change are your allies. Welcome them and receive good results and improving health. In the negative side, fatigue and the need to juggle too many commitments and cares take away energy, time, and serenity. Do not allow the lack of balance in your strengths to take over. Ground yourself before you fall. Okay, so that is the first week's energy of July 2025, and it is kind of a roller coaster of emotions here, starting with freedom at the top, freedom from the fear and the old, and continuing on with sharing our light to be positive. We do get caught up with these energies here in the middle and going towards the end of the week, with it coming in a little bit more negatively, with the King of Wands probably leading with more fear thoughts and wanting to be more controlling, but not really having control of anything, and having this lack of strength and even kindness with strength to be of any help to any situation. And then we have the Hermit, who may have spent too long in the cave studying and meditating and not really having anything to share, but to go out and to see what is happening in the world, to give any kind of insight. And then having this Two of Pentacles, upright energy, more powerful, being balanced in our life, in our mind, in our spirituality, or not being, if you're pulling more from the negative energies that are available. Know what could be influencing the collective for you and for the rest of the world. And by pulling the energies, the more powerful, positive energies, we all have the ability to inspire better behavior, better choices for others and ourselves. Wow. Okay, let's continue to the second week of July and see what energies there are there. Starting with the Ace of Wands, the negative energy is upright here, and it is uncertainty and low energy may be holding you back or slowing you down in your intentions. This low efficiency is also due to the inability to understand what you really want. Before going with your instincts, listen well to experience and wisdom. Get help from those who have more strength than you. In the positive side, take advantage of the sexual and creative energy that is coming your way. You will be able to employ it to seize new opportunities and start new ventures. The momentum must be followed now without delay, with courage, giving the best that you are capable of. Draw from the depths of your mastery and bring it into the manifest world. Wow. So wands are all about manifesting with passion, with creativity. So this Ace of Wands in the reversed negativity coming in stronger than the more positive version, maybe not ready to really take this gift and manifest with it. So maybe take a moment, listen to your inner knowing, and really think about it before you go ahead. And then you will have the strength of the upright, positive version of the Ace of Wands to really move your ideas, your passions forward into this second week of July. Continuing on with the Knight of Cups, and it is in the negative position first. Your action can be powerful and decisive as long as you can reconcile goodness and strength. In your struggles, you have too often forgotten the heart, ignoring that others are as valuable as you. Do not squander the gift of love. Cups are emotions, so the fact that we see him pouring out his emotions, it's why doesn't he want to feel and lead with his heart? And that coming in, this other energy of manifesting, his heart is definitely not into whatever this second week is of energy. But on the positive side, the Knight of Cups, the cup of life is in your hands. Use it for the benefit of others and to grow in heart and soul. Be solid, firm, courageous, and steadfast in your purpose to carry your cup full of light to heal the world. Give and receive messages of love. If you are on this positive side of manifesting something beautiful, you are going to share it with so much love. The Moon, another major arcana card. These overarching themes for the collective. The Moon, sometimes irrational intuition is the right choice. Sometimes reason gives way to the beauty of the moon, the charm of dreams, and the abandonment of certainties. The fragrant night brings rest and inspiration. There are mysteries that can only be perceived by moonlight. In the negative version, as it is here, illusions and emotions that take over your life will cause you pain if you don't question their origins. The dreams of practical people fade at dawn. Those who are haunted by dreams wander in delusion, chilled to the heart. Shake off the moon dust and face the waking reality. Wow. In the positive energies that we can all pull instead, immerse yourself in the unconscious and abandon stodgy rationality. Dreaming is granted to everyone, especially those who know the preciousness of their feminine side and how to be faithful to inner voices. The night envelops you and whispers words that others would not understand. Listen to them. Oh, that's fun. So not only do we have this beautiful manifestation energy gift, wanting to create and share with love, and then listening to our dreams, all of this coming in, these beautiful gifts, but also being aware that there is this negative streak coming that also is potential for the collective. The Death card. This time we have it upright. In positivity, wow. From the moon to death, from dreams to transformation. Let's see. Death, the Death card. Life and death are the forces between which consciousness dances. If you dance willingly, there will be no pain. If you resist the dance, you will suffer. Do not oppose the current of the river of life. Follow it with open eyes and acceptance. You will find that everything has a meaning and that every action finds its place in your existence. In the positivity side, which is upright, here is the change that is coming, the regeneration, the end of what was causing obstacles. The strength of the renewal will be proportional to the space you create in your mind and soul. Attend to your physical spaces as well, removing what is not needed and letting the fresh wind blow through. Oh, that sounds like spring cleaning. Summer cleaning, I guess. In the negative energy, it is those who cannot surrender to transformation will be forced by events and spiritual laws. Winds are coming that will push your life toward farther shores. Prepare for the end of attachments and surrender to the arrival of mystery. A break with the past is necessary to realize your future. The Death card brings change, brings transformation, and you can either embrace it or you can fight it. And whichever you choose will determine your perception of the unfolding events in your life and on the entire world stage. So change is coming for the collective, and it seems that the collective might be open and ready for this change. They could be leading the charge to change, but know that there always are people who are going to be resistant to it. So we can all be inspirational and be excited for the change and the transformation and help it as best we all can by embracing it. The Seven of Wands. This is the negative version. You have dared too much, and now you don't know how to manage all the energy you have set in motion. Internal enemies and those who want to thwart you may ally against you. To overcome these trials, you will have to choose sides. And in the positive side, we have don't be afraid of challenges. In fact, seek them out now. You have the power to overcome them all and tackle what the majority of your peers could never do. Commitment, magnificence, and a certain sense of righteous superiority will accompany you in great feats. Wow. Okay. We all have the power to work together to make and create a beautiful world. And both of those energies are there for you to harness and use to either hold on to what is the old or to tackle and rebuild in the new energy. In the Three of Wands, the negative side is up first, so it says, uncover what is preventing you from acting quickly and effectively. You'll probably find it within yourself and perhaps in the people close to you who are also going through a hard time. You will overcome difficulties through awareness of what has happened to you. Positivity. The time is right for any challenge, for all kinds of journeys and actions that involve your talents. Initiative, courage, and inner strength will foster resolutions. Commit and you will win. Lay back or slow down and you will get far less than you deserve. So now is the time to expand. Threes are all about expansion. And you want to use this wave of energy to just keep expanding, to keep growing. But if for any reason you are stuck, there is something in your past that you are holding on to that is not going to allow you to keep going. And then we end the first 2 weeks of July with the Tower card. The Tower is what appeared to be indestructible has been destroyed. What seemed like a firm foundation has been shaken. There is a tower in your soul that must be knocked down. It has outlasted its usefulness. But what is the tower? Look well inside yourself and you will discover it. Be the instigator of change or suffer the shock of being blasted through it. Okay, so we have the negativity again up right here. Divine lightning has struck your home, your body, work, love, or events you did not predict. Disillusion of what you believe to be true and the collapse of all rigidity are favored. Opposing and complaining will increase the pain. Welcoming and embracing what is happening will decrease it. On the positive side of the Tower card is the accumulation of negative emotions and fatigue should be transformed as quickly as possible without caring for now what the new form will be. Divine energy will be the body, mind, and spirit of those who let themselves be struck by the sudden and uncontrollable action of transcendence. Surrender now, and later you will be rebuilt. This is the rising of the ashes. And there's the phoenix right there. And this is change and passion on fire, allowing and being ready for this expansion here and just releasing all of the old beliefs that have had you stuck and had you fighting the changes and the transformations. So there is a lot that's happening on the collective stage for all of us that we all have the power to tap into. So this change is coming. It is unstoppable. There it is with the Death card. We have the Death card and the Tower card. So these are, again, major arcana cards, and they are the overarching themes that will be around all of us, all the collective, around the world, around the planet. So knowing what's happening and what energies you want to harness, and taking the advice of what could be slowing you down from expanding, from transforming to becoming your best self. Free yourself here. This is the summer. Think of summer as this time to just clean everything out of your life that doesn't serve you. Let the light shine in and go and just play and transform and grow things. That is really the most beautiful energy of summer. And we're going to end this first 2 weeks with a whole lot of transformation. And your perspective, your view on it will determine how you experience it for yourself. That is a lot. I'm going to ask for an oracle card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. Oracle advice for the collective for this first 2 weeks of July. And there it is. Consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. Wow. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. You're venturing into an area where other people could assist you by offering you new ideas and information, as well as the benefit of their experience. To attract the right expert to help you, affirm a helpful, knowledgeable, experienced person with integrity is in my life right now, and this individual will help me with describe the situation you like assistance with, and then this person comes to me easily and naturally without delay. When this person appears, know that it's divinely orchestrated. Don't hesitate or feel guilty about asking for help. Instead, take notes and give thanks to the person and to heaven. Remember, it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. Many of Earth's most wonderful inventions came from team efforts. By working with informed individuals, you also develop the healthy habit of consulting with your celestial guides more consistently. Oh, I love that. That is a beautiful message. I think that we are going to have a very exciting summer. I love the idea of out with the old, in with the new, transforming, growing, expanding, sharing our light, sharing our love, asking for help to, grow, to have a better experience. I wish for all of us to have an easier journey with the more positive aspects of all of the energy that is available to all of us, and that we will see beautiful transformation for the entire collective, for the entire world. Thank you again for watching, for subscribing, for liking, for sharing. I really appreciate all of it. I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye for now.